G'day ECU students. In this session we're just going to have a look at some of your exam preparation just before, the night before, the morning of, and some strategies that you can try during your different exams. So first of all, we want to start with a warning. Beware of cramming. Cramming is where students really study new information over a short period of time just before the exam. It'll overload the processing in your brain and it'll cause memory blanks, which will really make it difficult for you to remember key information in the exam. The day and the night before the exam, we think the best idea is to revise, reread your notes, look over things, test yourself, use those flashcards, listen to those recordings just to go over them one last time. Remember to relax as well. Stress is normal, but take time to go for a walk or talk with your friends before the exam also. Make sure that you eat well. This will give you plenty of energies. And also remember that sleep is very important. It's far more beneficial to get a good night's sleep before the exam than to spend the night until 3 a.m. cramming. Also remember to just plan your travel. It'll make it less stressful for you on the exam day. Make sure you know how you're going to get there and make sure you check the exam campus and room. On the morning of the exam, eat a good breakfast. Look over your notes. Test yourself, but don't cram. Remember to relax, keep your breathing nice and deep, and manage your stress levels. During the actual exam, you'll often have 10 minutes reading time at the start. It's a good idea to read over all the instructions, look at them very carefully, look over each question carefully, prepare mentally in thinking about how you're going to approach this question and what information you might need to recall. It's a good idea to just use your fingernail to mark questions you want to answer. After the reading time's finished, then you need to also be careful of your timings for each answer. Make notes beside questions, thinking about different relevant points you need to include. Think about writing out any diagrams or lists that you might have remembered for the exam, and start actually planning your answers. You should think about key task words like analyse, explain, describe, discuss. These will affect how you answer the question. And make sure that you spend some time actually planning out how you're going to approach the answer to the task. Time management in the exam is essential. For example, if you have to answer 3 essay questions in 2 hours, you would have 40 minutes per question. Check the clock, leave time to plan before, give yourself 5 minutes just to work out a rough paragraph plan, and then also to edit for content and proofread for any small written errors after you've finished your answer. When it comes to multiple choice questions, remember that if you have 50 questions in 1 hour, for example, you should spend about 1 minute and 5 seconds per question. For multiple choice questions, remember to read the question stem and all the options carefully. If you're not sure, you can always skip it and come back later. And remember, it's a good idea to use the process of elimination. This means if you're not sure of the answer, work out what the answer isn't, cross out those options, and this should leave you down to maybe a choice of 1 or 2 as to the correct answer. Use hints from questions you know to answer questions you're not so sure about as well. For the short answer questions, remember, answer the question. 3 very simple letters, very important. A, T, Q. Write clear, concise topic sentences that introduce the main idea of your answer, and then reinforce these with supporting sentences that might give evidence from different sources, and then round off with a concluding statement that ties back to your topic sentence. For essay questions, it's a good idea to start with the easiest question that you feel most confident about. This will help build your confidence when it comes to other answers. Again, answer the question, plan, make sure that you have a basic paragraph outline with key vocabulary and different concepts that you need to include in your answer. Make sure that you have an introduction with a clear thesis statement, and it often starts with a sentence like, "This essay will." Then move on to your body paragraphs and make sure to summarize everything and round out with a good, clear conclusion. Some final tips. Remember, it's okay to be nervous. People who think that they're going to do really well in an exam often don't because they're overconfident. Make sure you're well rested, make sure that you've had a good feed the night before and the morning of. Get there as early as you can so that you're not panicking about how to get there. And remember to read the questions carefully and answer them. Spend some time on planning and editing and proofreading for your essay answers. And remember to give yourself a reward afterward so that you have something to look forward to.